I don't know if you've noticed it, but oftentimes our crushes, people we date, like romantic situations, often teach us what we're interested and teach us a lot about ourselves. I'm just thinking, especially for women in particular, sometimes we're often conditioned to pursue romantic relationships, to pursue validation from men, and oftentimes it reflects something that we want to do, but we don't think that we can do. For example, I dated this guy in high school when I was a teenager, and he was really artistic. Like, he would host art events. He was super confident, you know? Like, I was in theater in high school. I used to journal every day. I used to write so much. Like, I was just so artistic, but I never shared it with anyone. I never thought to really take that seriously. That's when everything shifted. And then I was like, maybe I am a creator too. Like, that guy that I dated was like he kind of showed me, like, you know, I am interested in what he does, and that's something that I want to do. And back then I was just like supporting. I was like the supporting character, you know, like supporting him. But now I'm the main character of my life, where I'm filming this spontaneously now and just giving it a try. I find it hard to let my thoughts simmer, because then when I get around to making everything perfect, right? Like getting ready and really planning a video, sometimes the words don't come out, and it's hard for me to translate my thoughts into words sometimes. But this is good practice for me, you know, to practice speaking my thoughts cohesively. I also can't really see anything, so if I'm looking like weird, like in weird directions or whatever, that's why. I usually wear eye contacts, but they're running low right now, so I'm trying to, and eye contacts are expensive, so I'm trying to save them for like days where I really have to go out and do a bunch of stuff. But today was a day off. It was a chill day in. I was mostly just at home. I did grocery shopping, you know, like a chill day, so I don't need to wear my eyeglasses. Yeah, I have glasses here, but the glare was too much. I would have worn my glasses for this video, but that glare, you know, it's too much. But I really was thinking just now about how interesting this phenomenon is, you know? I don't know if you've noticed it, but oftentimes our crushes, people we date, like romantic situations, often teach us what we're interested in and teach us a lot about ourselves. I'm just thinking, especially for women in particular, sometimes we're often conditioned to pursue romantic relationships, to pursue validation from men, and oftentimes it reflects something that we want to do, but we don't think that we can do. I remember I read this book. I forgot the title of it, but it's a writing book, like a creative writing book. And I do own it. I just can't find it. Like, I was kind of trying to look for it before this video. But basically in the book, the woman wrote that she used to date a lot of poets until she realized that she herself wanted to be a poet. And I think that's super interesting. And I kind of wanted to say this and make a video about it, just in case maybe it'll help you like look at patterns of people you crush on, people you date, and think like maybe they are doing something that I really have an ambition to do, but I don't think I'm capable of it, like that I'm worthy of it, you know, because it gives you clues to things that you should try, you know, and that you do want for yourself and that you should go for, because they're part of your life path, they're part of your soul path. For example, I dated this guy in high school when I was a teenager, and he was really artistic. Like, he would host art events. He was super confident, you know, host art events. He would design shirts. He would share his art. He would share his art everywhere, like online, at events. And I was just not fully into my own as a teenager. I was kind of floating along, and I would support him in his artistic accomplishments, like when he would showcase his art and stuff. And that's great. Being supportive is not wrong at all. That's part of being in partnership. It's part of being in relationship and being in community, supporting others. Super important and normal. And I'm not saying that was wrong. I'm just saying, like, the way I was personally at that time was that I kind of, I always knew I gravitated toward artistic things. Like, I was in theater in high school. I used to journal every day. I used to write so much. Like, I was just so artistic, but I never shared it with anyone. I never thought to really take that seriously and to see, like, seriously, what can I pursue in a creative career? Like, can I pursue a creative career? I was in survival mode and as a teenager and like as a young, I would say, like, starting like in my teenage years, I was just not looking to the future a lot because I was just trying to survive. I was just trying to make it through the day. I struggled a lot with insecurities. I had disordered eating, like body image issues, and I did not have a lot of confidence and a lot of self-esteem. So, but I just always had an art practice. Like, I always just like did it, but it wasn't for anything. Like, I didn't know why I was doing it. It was just for my self-expression. I would write poetry. I would write creative stories. I would write stories. I would just like journal all the time, you know. I always knew I was a writer, but it was not something that clicked for me. Like, maybe I should share this. Maybe I should see what opportunities are there for me. It was not like that. It wasn't conscious, you know, but by the time I was graduating high school, when I was 18, I looked at where I was and I realized, like, wait, like, what do I want to be when I grow up? Like, what career do I want? Like, what do I see myself doing? And then I remember my friends asked me, like, Dana, what are you going to do? Like, what's your plan? Like, what career are you going to choose? You know? And I told them, like, jokingly, I was like, I don't know, maybe I feel like I could write a book, you know, but it wasn't really serious. And I didn't, say it confidently. I was like, maybe I'll write a book. It was kind of, I said it as a joke almost, but I said, like, I don't know what I want to do. And, then my senior year of high school, I took a screenwriting class and I immediately, like, was so just, wow, like it clicked that I was just interested in film, interested in screenwriting. I was like, this is what I want to do. Like, I just had an answer now. I was like, and then I could see futures for myself. That was the moment everything clicked. I can suddenly see goals, futures, like, outcomes where I could not imagine it before. So once I started being able to imagine futures and, like, ambitions and goals and visions, plans for myself, that's when everything shifted. And then I was like, maybe I am a creator too. And now, flash forward years later, I do host art events now. I've designed merch. Like, I've designed sweatshirts. I've designed my own tote bags. I am a creator in so many ways in my life. I make films now. Like, I'm in film school. I'm in a MFA film program. I've made a few short films already. I keep writing, you know. I'm always wanting to create, and, like, film became that kind of avenue for me where it's still hard sometimes to feel deserving, right? To feel worthy. And it's still challenging mentally. I have anxious thoughts from time to time, but I just feel so anchored and, like, confident that I can just do things. I feel audacious enough now to be like, yeah, I'll host an event. I just be doing shit. I just be doing stuff. Like, if I want to do something, I'll do it. Even with YouTube, like, just what I want to say is, like, once I started following those clues, I realized, like, him, like, that guy that I dated was like, he kind of showed me, like, you know, I am interested in what he does, and that's something that I want to do. And back then I was just, like, supporting. I was, like, the supporting character, you know, like, supporting him. But now I'm the main character of my life, where I'm a creator. I'm an artist. You know, I'm the main character of my own life, and that's something I think every woman, especially, deserves. We all deserve to be the main character. We're worthy of being the main character in our lives, and we can support others. Like, that's a beautiful part of relationships, right? And being in community, being in a relationship to others, partnership. That's beautiful. Like, and that's, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, maybe think if you're extending too much to another person and too much support to another person, when really maybe you can do both too. Maybe you can support others, and then you can also think, is there something that they do that inspires me and that I want to try in my own life, because I'm worthy of going for what I want, pursuing my passions, experimenting, and like seeing the things that I can create for myself. And it doesn't have to be for any outcome, like for any like career, right? It could literally be like, maybe I've always wanted to try. I'm trying to think of examples. What's something, maybe a person you like, they are a musician, and you're like, maybe I want to learn how to play an instrument, or maybe I am interested in something related to music, right? Maybe I want to write my own songs. Oh my God, I was gonna, this reminds me, the movie Begin Again, it is like from 2013, 2014, I don't know exactly. It's like that kind of era. But I saw it a few months ago, and that reminded me of this topic, because in the movie, the protagonist, she dates this guy who is a musician, and he's like on the come up, and she's an excellent songwriter, excellent singer, but she's like, no, I just do it for fun, like it's not anything serious. And she supports him, but then he cheats on her and then dumps her. So in like her comeback era, she's like, you know what? Maybe I can take my song seriously. So basically what happens is like she realizes that she's a musician herself. She's an artist, and then she comes into her power. She records an album, and yeah, that story reminded me of this point of like, sometimes we're too much of the supporting character, and especially in a man's life, you know, in someone else's life. And I think especially with crushes, like I've had crushes on people that like now looking back and the things I do now, I'm like, oh, like this is similar to what they used to do, and they taught me that I wanted to do it, which is cool, right? That's cool that we learn through each other, and other people are like mirrors to us, and we learn lessons from our relationships with others, and in community, like we're always learning from each other, and that's really cool. And I think that's just so interesting, right? Like think if I don't know, an example in your life, like where you were just hung up over someone, like you were just obsessing over someone, like attached to them, but maybe something about them inspired you, and it was a quality that you wanted for yourself. Like it could be even a trait, like a personality trait. Maybe the person you liked was really independent and they were just in their own world. That was it. Like the same guy, he was like independent. He was kind of too cool, like working on his stuff. He was just like, I thought he was so cool. I even like felt jealous when he would be working on his art, and he would be like, nah, I'm busy, like I'm working on this, like, and I wasn't doing anything, right? I mean, like I wasn't like I said, I didn't share my art, and I didn't really talk about it really, or take it seriously, as I said. So I wasn't doing what he was doing, right? He was like, oh, I'm busy, I'm working on this, like he was always working on stuff, on projects, and I was like jealous of that. And also like jealous, I thought back then like that I was clinging, like I thought I was clingy, like I was like, oh, like I really wanted to like spend time with him, but really the clinginess was like jealousy that he had his own life. I was jealous that he had his own life, and like not jealous because he had his own life, like that I'm clingy, that I'm possessive over him. It was more that I wanted to have what he had. I wanted to have independence and my own life and things, exciting projects going on for me, right? For myself. And I now am that. Now I'm like, I want to have my own life. Like, I want to be so busy that I don't have time to obsess over someone else. Like, once I start obsessing over a crush, obsessing over someone I like, I'm like, girl, you're not busy enough. You're not busy enough. Like, work on your art, like pick up a shift at work, get your bag, like decorate your room. That's me right now. Like, I just have my own life and it just feels so beautiful. I'm so grateful. Like, today I was so grateful. I went grocery shopping and I was like just so grateful that I had money to buy groceries, and now I'm starting to learn different recipes. Like, I'm getting more into cooking and like learning more about meal prepping, right? And like just being an adult. And that makes me feel so happy to have that power and independence over myself. And and I bought curtains today because I'm going to change the curtains in my room. And then I was like, maybe I should paint my room and like get my room painted. And then I was like looking on for like couches for my room. I was like, I think I want like a couch. Like, so you know what, like I'm preoccupying my mind with like other things because there's so much going for me and there's so much going for you. Like, there's so much going on for you. Like, think like when you find yourself obsessing too much over someone else, that means you're not busy enough. Like, think about any little project, like maybe just decorating a corner of your room. You're like, I'm making my vision board today. I actually like have my pictures printed out. I'm like finishing up cutting them, and then I'm going to make my vision board. Like, make a vision board, make your 2026 vision board, or whatever year you're watching this, make your vision board, make buy I don't know, like buy a Polaroid and like take pictures, buy a camera, or like get into photography, like anything you're interested in. Like, make yourself busy. Like because you have so much going for you. You're so multifaceted and interesting, and you're the main character. You're a whole person. You're not a supporting character. You're not an extra. Like, stop acting like it. That message is to me too. Like, stop acting like the supporting character right now. That's so funny. Even like buy a plant, you know what I mean? Like, get plants, buy yourself flowers. Like, think of like just so many little creative things you can do. Bake something delicious, bake some cookies. Like, there's so much to do. There's so much going on for you. There's so much more to you than just being the supporting character, and yearning for someone to choose you, because you can choose yourself, you know? So I hope that this video resonated with you in some way. I just really had to sit down and let it out because I was having these thoughts in my head. And every time I have so many of these trains of thoughts where I'm like, this is gold. Like, I want to share this with people, but I have to get ready. Like, I have to wait till I do my makeup. Like, I can't even see anything right now. Everything is really blurry right now. I'm not wearing my glasses because of the glare again. But yeah, I was just like, you know what? I don't have to wait for everything to be perfect. Let me just prop up my camera, which is my phone, by the way. This is my old phone. I got a new phone recently. But yeah, I'm filming on my other phone. I was like, let me just prop it up in a corner of my room and we're going to film. We're just going to chit chat and talk. And I'm just going to get this out because I just had this message in me right now. And I wanted to share it with you, like, as I was going through that train of thought. I don't want to wait. I don't want to postpone this. You know, that's a thing that I'm kind of working on too, is like just sharing things, without it being perfect and not waiting until it's perfect, right? Letting yourself be imperfect. I'm letting this situation of this video be imperfect, right? And just going for it before I feel ready, before I feel that it's perfect. That's like a huge thing, you know, in my art practice as a filmmaker lately. And just, you know, like, try your best and try to make it good. But sometimes you just have to realize that you don't have to wait to be perfect, basically. I think that point got across. I feel like I repeated myself a few times there, but yeah, thank you so much for watching. I do have a weekly newsletter. It's free. I'll put the link down below so we can stay in touch via email and be pen pals. I also have my other social medias linked down below, my Instagram, my TikTok. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I do have my short film out right now. I made a narrative short film. It's called If She Didn't Get Turned Into a Vampire. I'll put the link down below as well. It's here on YouTube. I'll link the trailer. I also made like fun cast promo videos that we played like Would You Rather with the main actors of my short film, and it's a super fun video. I'll link it down below so you can check it out and kind of be introduced into my world, right? My filmmaking world and my work. And I'm going to be sharing more things coming up because I made a few short films this semester in school that I want to share with you. So I just have to like tweak them and like finish editing them. But yeah, so I'll talk to you in the next video.